Hey guys, so for tonight's video, I wanted to talk about my thoughts on why I don't think I want to become a professional tarot reader. Now, I really want to preference this video first with the fact that if you are a professional reader or you are paying for your readings, please understand that this is no disrespect to you. I love my professional readers. You guys are incredible, you're insightful, and you are the oracles of the world. But I have my own reservations about doing it for myself. And this is my opinions for me. So this is absolutely nothing against my wonderful professional tarot readers. Last fall, I had thought, well, hello, welcome back. I see you make a presence in every single one of my videos. You remember that blanket I had a few nights ago, guys? Yeah. It's gonna do that because she's gonna jump up here and she's gonna be like, hey girl. Last fall, I had thought about doing professional tarot reading, and I had thought, maybe this is the thing that I need to do. But I've been thinking a lot about it lately, and I've been thinking a lot about if it's really something I could do. And I suppose this is also backed with the fact that I quite honestly don't know what I want to do. So that is a hard pill to swallow at 33 years old. But right now I'm a stay-at-home mom, and it's one of the hardest jobs. It is the hardest job I have ever done. But when my children are in school, I'm going to have to start working, bringing in money. And I live with mental illness, chronic pain. So anything that I do, I would like it to be something that can have that flexibility to deal with the issues that I contend with. If there are days that I'm so sick that I can't, I have missed a lot of work and a lot of school over the whole 12 years it took in between onset symptoms and my diagnosis. So I worry about these things. These are things that I worry about in the working world. But I also worry about doing something that I love so genuinely and asking money for it. And that is okay, because if you are good at something, you really shouldn't be doing it for free. But quite honestly, I don't think I'm very good at tarot reading quite yet. Still learning, still in the student stage. And that's okay too. But I'm very apprehensive to do something I love so deeply as a career, because I don't want the magic to be sucked out of it. And that is something that I hear thunder. I'm a little storm witch. I love thunderstorms. So I'm very excited. We'll get some storm water. Okay. I really worry about the magic being sucked out of tarot reading if I do it professionally, because I'm the type of person where if it starts to become an obligation, it starts to lose. Oh yeah, that's thunder. It starts to lose its charm, its flair, its ignited passion that burns within me. That starts to get extinguished, and I don't want that for something like this. I don't want that for something that has provided me with so... There's a catfer. There's always a catfer. I think I said this in one of my other videos too recently. I don't want to do this, to have something that I care about. I don't want it to be this way. Does anyone else feel like that? Does anyone else feel like I could do this for a living, but I love it so much that I'm worried that once it becomes work, then I won't be putting my all into it, because the passion will get sucked out of it. And being a tarot reader professionally, is that something I can handle? I've noticed about myself that I am the type of person in my friend circle where I generally am the one that people do come to for advice, or at least someone to hold space and listen to their problems. And although I do like doing that, and I will always be, kitty fur, I will always be that person because that is just innately who I am, I tend to absorb everything that I am. When they're mentally unloading, I tend to absorb it because I am empathic. And so I carry a lot of people's ick around, and I've been trying to also work on techniques to get rid of that ick. And I'm worried that being a professional tarot reader, most people come to you when they have a question. Tarot usually starts with a question, and it's most of the time a question that's really troubling them. And I want to help people with that, but I just don't know if it's something that I could do on a regular basis where I'm charging money for it. I think on occasion I'd be more than happy to read for my friends and family and those that I'm, close with or that would like a reading, especially because this is something that I would like to get better at, and I feel like I honestly feel like I cannot get good at tarot unless I'm reading someone else, because although I do a lot of readings for myself and they seem to work just fine, they tend to make me think. It's like talking to a therapist in a lot of ways. Reading for other people helps me think outside the box. It helps me think and see different situations, and I love that. But I just don't know if it's something I can do professionally. And I've just been thinking about it a lot lately. Is this something that I could do? Is this something that I could handle? And I have so many concerns about it, because I don't want to constantly be promoting my business. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not competitive, and not that I think that the world of tarot readers is, but there is an amount of competitiveness to it no matter how you look at it, especially if you are functioning mostly online. And that's just the way that it is. But I'm not a competitive person. I quite frankly don't give a shit. So, I just have a hard time being competitive. I've never really been an athletic person in competitive sports either, because I just don't care. So that's also another issue with the professionally reading tarot, or being an entrepreneur and having my own business where I have to drive myself. I don't really know if I can be that way. And this is where we kind of get to a little bit more the core of this. I'm the type of person where I have sort of declined the societal pressure that we have to be the best of the best, that we have to be the boss, that we have to be top of everything. I just don't think that everybody needs to be that. And I think that some people are perfectly content being where they need to be, even if it is a position of less responsibility, because it's a comforting area. Now, keep in mind, obviously, it's important for us to challenge ourselves, but we don't necessarily just have to challenge ourselves in career. We could challenge ourselves in any other aspect of our life and seek complacency in career, or healthy complacency in career. And we are so pressured to constantly just look higher, look higher, look higher, and we miss what's around us. And it's stifling, it's suffocating, and quite frankly, it's just not for me. So those are the things that I think about a lot when it comes to professional tarot reading. And it's funny because the card that's on the top here is the Devil, and it's like entrapment, but we can get out of it if we really need to, So that sort of thought process, that type of thinking, where really analyze, like, what is it that you want? You don't necessarily have to be what everyone else is telling you to be. So, and it's crazy that that's something that we struggle with. I'm putting my deck down. That's something that we struggle with when we have that severe identity crisis in the teenage years. But sometimes it doesn't necessarily go away, and we sit here and think that we have to be all these things, and we really should just be what makes us happy. And tarot reading does make me very happy, but it makes me so happy that I don't want to do it professionally where it will start to make me unhappy. So I hope that this made sense, but this is my rant for today. So I will see you guys tomorrow in my next video.